Okay, as you can see in the bottom of that bucket, it's clean. That's going to be the one I'll dump it into. You'll be able to see that better. But got this tubing stretched up in a sense. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops on that lateral line. This one in between the trees. Down here to the tubing washer now. Got it down here. As you can probably see, I've got right about 50 pounds of air on this first one. Air coming out, and the water on that side, the water coming out. Now I'm going to plug this in. Okay, got that on my nipple. This is my discharge line. If I had main lines, this bell is a 1 inch. I can hook that onto my main line, or still I've got it reduced down though for the 5/16. So I'm going to put my water on and my air on, then I'm going to run down and we'll be able to watch what's happening in the bucket. Okay, as you can see, Sap starting to start speed. Here comes all the crud now coming through the line. I may have just a little bit more air than what I need. Yeah, too much air. Probably should have been more closer towards equal, but we'll fix that. Minus a whisker on the air. Okay, there's the water going through now a little better. Okay, let's see what's happening. This is only on like 40 pounds. It was 70 or 80, I think I got maybe 50 pounds of household pressure. Okay, I'm going to undo that. Undo that. Now, normally, okay, cap that off. Now the pressure line is actually going to build up, but you would generally be walking down from your last tree on your lateral line down to your main line, and then starting out on your main line up. I'm going to try to do this white bucket. How the hell I'm going to do that? Probably going to get one. I'm going to try to blast into the bucket. Oh, come on. That's up. A little bit of grit, you can hear the surging action in there. You see it pulsing in the tubing. You see here you got a bunch of air that's pulsing there because of the leak. Let me do this, and me head Max is in there boo-hooing. There's a bunch of crud in there. No doubt on this end. Right here the tubing is real dirty, as you can see. This is on the outside. But we've got a lot of stuff inside that bucket. And we're going to stack that in about 15 seconds or so. Now we'll go right down to this one. I'm going to set the bucket on the ground. It's going to be easier. There's a whole bunch more stuff heading in there. I should have taken a video. This had a lot of crud on this line. Taking a video of that before I even started, but you can see how much stuff has been flushed out of this. I just used gravity water from the faucet inside the house to try to push out any real loose stuff that you normally do, say, on gravity water. I'm going to try to cap that one off. We got one more here. Again, this is actually a pretty low wash. This is only about 40 pounds of pressure. See the sap and the lines there pulsing. And we can check that end one more time just to see, but I'm gonna now cap that off. And even if you took your lateral lines down, you'd be able to bring them home, wash them like this, as long as you got them numbered. Of course, there's a lot of stuff that shot on the lateral lines outside that I didn't get a chance to see. And there's some old deer chews there from previous. And there's some stuff that's really caked on. But probably if I had somebody running the camera and I bent that flexible 4 seasons tubing a little bit, that'd probably clean that right up. So I'm going to go one more time in the bucket. And call that pretty clean. As I said, this is extremely low wash. This is only like 40 pounds of pressure down there. And just to kind of try to show you what that looks like when this is all happening. That's what normally would be happening. There's about 70 pounds of pressure so on the line. Blasting right out there. Shut my water off. Now I'll shut my air off. And there's the washer again. It's just got a water pressure regulator, pressure gauge, a valve, and a check valve to keep the air from intermixing back. A 4-way up front. Back on the other side, a air filter regulator, air pressure regulator, a gauge for the air pressure, valve for the air pressure line, and a check valve to keep the water from coming back into the air line. Pretty simple to build it. Probably about 150, well, probably 165 is, I think, about what I got into building one. Okay, that's it for little demonstration on the tubing washing video. Let me dump this all now into the white bucket, and you'll see just how much crud came out of this line just from that very light wash. As you can see, there's still a bunch of grit down in the bottom of that bucket. See what heavy settled out. Well, not too bad on the heavies. There's as you know, your first runs of the season, if you don't wash your tubing, even when you do wash it, you'll get a little bit, but you won't get about 1/10 of what you normally would, if that. Okay, there it is.